where do you see Beta Squad in 5 years? Give us a bold prediction, and in 5 years' time, people are going to flock back to this and go, fucking hell, Nico is the king.
I think individually they're all going to be a huge success.
You work with the Beta Squad.
Yep.
Is that an exclusive thing?
That is, yeah. So we've been working with them individually. I've been working with Chunks for years on and off. Now we work with AJ, Kenny, Nico, Sharky.
Mm-hmm.
So we are fully vested in them. We have building a management team around them. Everything from accountants to creative people to all the other stuff, and obviously the brand deals and stuff. And just kind of invested in them to get them to relaunch. Obviously, they are absolutely flying at the moment. They're not a million miles away from the Sidemen in terms of the views they're getting. They're getting 5, 6, 7 million views.
Madness.
Crazy.
On the videos.
Yeah.
The creatives that they're coming from, they're spending a lot of money as well on production company to make sure everything's really slick and stuff. So we're building up the plan to kind of, I guess, follow in a similar path but different to the Sidemen and the success that the Sidemen have had.
Why Beta Squad? Why did you put your eggs in that basket?
I just think they're all fucking brilliant. I genuinely love all the guys. I think their content is really good. I think their relationships with each other is genuine. They're all best mates. Whereas some groups, not the Sidemen are all genuinely best mates, but some other groups are kind of constructed, and it's not as authentic. You can go back to all these TikTok groups of mates and stuff. They were never going to be best mates in normal, whereas the Beta Squad are genuinely best mates. They all bring something different to the table.
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
That's fair enough. I've got to say, I'm a sucker for their videos.
I love them. The ones where they get people lining up. They're brilliant. They really are brilliant.
One of my favourite videos this year, which I mean, I am complimenting the Beta Squad, but this isn't necessarily on them. But that one, they had a guest on there. Have you seen?
Oh yeah, what's his name? The
him.
Warren is it or something? I can't
The one who was pretending to be a cop, but he put on that accent, and
French
he was like,
accent.
but he was trying to be from Boston. He was like, "Yeah, I'm from Boston. I go on the London Underground," and then it's like, it's so. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, so they do them like, guess which person is the black person, guess which person is the virgin, guess which person, and they do guess which person's the cop, right? And they all have to make up these backstories from, and I imagine they get told on the day, don't they? What like?
But they're extras, yeah. So they're but he's been back a couple of times just because he's legendary.
He's so funny. They obviously brief him and say, you have to pretend you're a cop and convince the Beta Squad that you're a cop. And instead of just going into the room and going, yeah, I'm a cop in London, he puts on this American accent and going, I worked on 9/11 like that. But he's not that old anyway. And they're all just looking at him like, that's not your accent. He goes, it is my accent. And then they go, I think they say to him, who do you support? And then he goes, Arsenal. Like that. Or something like it is madness. But they keep him in till the end just because they know it's good content. But no, they are fucking brilliant. What comes first to you? The numbers or the talent? So say you've got a group like the Beta Squad there, and they're knocking on your door wanting you to help them, but they're doing poor numbers, but you can see the talent. Or equally, you see someone who's pretty shit on TikTok, but banging 10 million views a tick. That's what they call them.
It's got to be talent first, always. Because if you don't like the talent, have anything in common with the talent, and want to help them, then there's no point in the first place. But of course, numbers talk as well. So there is a balance, but it's talent first. So we won't work with dickheads, which is why we've turned away various TikTokers that have got knocked on our door. Yeah, just because it's I only want to work with people that I want to go for a beer with. That sounds. Most of the Beta Squad are Muslims, so obviously I don't have a beer with them. I have a Diet Coke. I only work with people that we want to hang out with, and that are genuinely away from the camera want to chat with them. Yeah,
that's wicked.
Nico is genuinely one of the loveliest people I've ever met.
He's so nice, man.
Yeah,
and he is like his production. Like he does most of the production ideas and stuff for the Beta Squad channels as well. What people don't realise is he turns away brand deal after brand deal after brand deal after brand deal on his own channel. He just does not want adverts on his channel because he's so passionate about the creative stuff.
Wow.
Which is quite frustrating for me because I'm like, here you go, Nico, there's loads of money. No, thanks. And that's always the hardest thing about being the agent as well, is I've never wanted to be that guy, and you fucking say no to me all the time. And I'm like, all right, no worries.
Yeah.
Some agents are push, because they'll see I don't know, say it's £10,000, they'll be like, well, £2,000 of that could be for me. So they'll push and try and sell you in and sell you in and sell you in. Whereas I've never. Sometimes I'll go back and say, "Are you sure?" Because it could be a good thing. And if they say no twice, that's it.
Right.
But other times I'll just say, "It's hopefully you've experienced." I'll just
Yeah,
say, "Oh,
yeah.
mate, no worries."
100%. Yeah, I can vouch.
Obviously, the beta squad are already hitting mad numbers.
Yeah.
But how much potential do you think they have?
I genuinely think that they will be as big as the Sidemen. How long it takes to get there will depend on, I guess, how quickly we can build all of the other platforms and stuff. Obviously, the Sidemen are kind of world beating in their whole organisation and structure. All the IP stuff that they've got now, like the vodka and Side Plus and all that intelligent stuff, which I don't get involved in because it's far too intelligent for me. I just like spinning deals around. But they've got a whole team. They've got the guys at Arcade that are looking after all these IP projects and stuff like that. And then they've got 4 channels which are all banging multiple million views and stuff. And of course, we'd want the beta squad to get to that level. I think in their main channel content, it's going to be they're heading that way already. It's always got to be the aspiration for any big YouTube group. The Sidemen are the pinnacle, right? Once you reach their level, you've kind of made it. I don't think the Sidemen will ever be matched.
Right. What? Not even by me, Stevie, Alfie, and Robbie Knox? Whoa.
I was going to ask
Whoa.
that. Is there
That's a good
scope
point.
for
Oh.
those 4 in a group?
Yeah, me.
We need a name.
Me.
Yeah, what's your name going to be?
Alfie.
Well,
Robbie.
Robbie came up with one.
Fuck you.
Robbie came up with the 4 skins. I don't think it's very marketable.
we could start doing sort of cool beta squad videos.
I think it would be brilliant.
I can be your Chunks.
Yeah?
I'm full of charisma. I'm Chunks.
Yeah, you Chunks.
Yeah,
Good
I'm Chunks. I'm Chunks.
Stevie could be...
No, because I want to mug him off, but by mugging him off, I'd have to mug someone else off.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no matter who you choose
yeah,
to be.
Yeah.
yeah.
None of them want to be me.
As long as I'm Chunks, I'm fine.
But would there be a
For
market
the coin.
Because we're not very... I hope you don't mind me. We're not very cool.
Whoa.
We're not. We're not.
That's a controversy.
The beta squad, they're all really cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're sort of weird.
You're cool.
I'm cool. I'd be the cool one.
Yeah,
Is
no,
there
you're cool.
scope?
You're cool. There's collaboration is that is the one thing when someone says, "Oh, can you get us to 1 million subs?" We've had like bloody people from Dubai, like rich people, saying, "I'll give you 100 grand if you can get my son to 100,000 subs and stuff like that." It's like,
Really?
I'd love to take it, but there's nothing I could. I'd fail.
What? Just rich?
Yeah,
people?
just rich people just saying, I guess coming to us and offering us a big bag of cash and saying, take him in, manage him, and get him to X, Y, Z. It's like, it's not what we do.
Wow.
You can't do that. But collaboration is key. That's the one thing that I can say to everyone. Advice is collaboration is key, and so building a super group, the 4 skins.
Super group.
I love that we're like pathetically just asking the question, but Stu's being nice enough to indulge us.
Yeah.
No, I think if you put your mind to it, you can do it. I don't think there's any room for the 4 skins to be battling
Yeah,
the
but we
beta
obviously
squad.
wouldn't be called that.
We could be like the new Spice Girls. The Spice Boys.
So you're Ginger then?
Yeah, yeah, I'm Ginger Spice.
He's just making a point.
He's just realised.
Where do you see Beta Squad in 5 years? Give us a bold prediction, and in 5 years' time, people are going to flock back to this and go, "Fucking hell, Nico is the king."
I think they will have. It's such a difficult one because there's a slight conflict as well, because obviously I've been working with the Sidemen the whole time as well, so I don't want to compare them to the Sidemen, and that's what I say to the guys. I'm like, look, I think when we had our first chat, we said, right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring in, we've got one of the guys, or the main guys from the Foot Asylum channel that all the guys working with, who's working his notice with Foot Asylum at the moment, and going to join Uploaders and be creative director with them, and we're going to seed all these people in. But the one thing that I said to them at the start is, we don't talk about the Sidemen because you are the beta squad on your own path, and I don't want to sound like a broken record always comparing them to the Sidemen, because if I was them, I'd get pretty pissed off of it.
Yeah. I mean, there's worse things to be compared to, though.
Well, there is, yeah, yeah, no, exactly. The Sidemen are the Barcelona of content creators, so they are the pinnacle, and where everyone should, if they want to be in that space, aspire to be. So. Yeah, I think individually they're all going to be a huge success. Chunks is obviously absolutely flying. He starts filming for his first TV show
Wow.
that he's hosting called Bad Chefs.
Wow.
He starts filming that next week. So that's going to be that's basically like 10 people that are addicted to takeaways, have never cooked in their life, all living in a house, Big Brother style, and they have to cook for
Wow.
each other. So it's just going to be a load of shit show meals that they've got to eat, and they
Yeah.
get tempted with pizza. It's quite a cool, funny concept. But that will be Chunk's first TV show that he's hosted himself.
That's cool.
So hopefully that will lead on to more things. Obviously, so I think he'll be a big TV star in himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I can't imagine that the Sidemen guys are going to be working at the level that they are in 5 years' time.
Right.
And I think that's just kind of common sense, right?
Yeah.
There's no inside knowledge there.
Well,
but
Ethan's going to be a dad. And...
Ethan's going to be a dad, and Vic is getting married, and I think that to work at the intensity they're working at now, you can only do that for so long.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have the potential to be the biggest group in the UK, live group in the UK.
Just behind the foreskins. Fair play.
They held a mock execution for me.
What?
Yeah, they blindfolded me, put me on the knees, put my head forward, and put a pistol to my head. Cocked the pistol, put it to my head.
Who's doing this?
This is the Syrians.